Hi everyone, I'm Belle. I'd like to do a video today on books. I just went to the used bookstore on Saturday evening. A great used bookstore. It's kind of not too close to me, but a local one still. And I had some bookstore credit and I was able to pick up a lot of different books, and I just wanted to go through them and talk a little bit about them. I figured it was just a good way to share about some of my interests and to possibly introduce you to books that you might not have heard of or that might seem interesting to you. This book is Magical Life. It is by Vivian Crowley. It says, a Wiccan priestess shares her secrets. And this book I've gotten into a little bit so far. It's really good. She talks about her own experiences and also kind of the practical and sensible way that she's learned to deal with her beliefs and how she thinks about magic and how it works. But she's very down to earth, and I think this book, The Magical Life, is a great down to earth example of different ideas. And I don't know, I'm really enjoying it so far. Maybe once I get into it a little more, I'll do another video just on this book. The next one I got is Entangled Minds by Dean Radin. He's a scientist who studies psi phenomenon, which is like parapsychology, I think. So this is really good. The tagline for this one is Extrasensory Experiences in a Quantum Reality. So this book goes into some of the entanglement ideas about basically interconnectedness and how you can show interconnectedness in some scientific ways. So this has been really good so far. I've just started reading the first chapter and introduction, but I like the way that he is straightforward, and it's a good way of combining science and spirituality. Okay, this book I've also started reading the first introduction of. It's by Galina Lindquist. It's I never heard of this one before. It's called Conjuring Hope: Healing and Magic in Contemporary Russia. So this has been really good so far. I feel like she's an anthropologist, I think. So I think it's going to be a really academic take on magic and some of the ways of approaching it, especially in a specific culture of contemporary Russia. So it's just been eye-opening so far. I really recommend it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to reading more. I've just read the introduction of this one so far too. It looks like it's supposed to be in a series. This is volume 1 in a series about healing. So I wonder if I'll end up reading some more of those or how that will go. Okay, the next book is How I Learned Soul Travel. This book is actually from the 80s. I think you can't even find it. It may be out of print. It's by Terrell Wilson. And it's kind of someone's personal account about soul travel or dream travel or astral travel, whatever you want to call it. So I really like the way that he is honest about how much trouble he had with soul travel in the beginning. He says it took him a couple weeks and different things he tried. So that's really interesting. I am interested in dream travel, so I think this will be a good account for me to get some ideas. Okay, the other book that I've tried so far from this trip to the used bookstore is a book called Relating. It says, it's by Liz Green. It's called Relating. It says it is an astrological guide to living with others on a small planet, and it is using astrology and Carl Jung's psychology. So of course, all this stuff that I'm into. So it says the book is for anyone interested in Jungian, transpersonal, and other types of cool things. No, that's not what it says, but it's really good so far. I think it's interesting to me that you can have a very straightforward and intelligent approach to spirituality. I mean, that goes without saying, but I think sometimes people might write off spirituality and say that there's no way to be intelligent about it, but that's not true. There's tons of people who are down to earth and doing magic and spirituality in very intelligent ways. It doesn't have to be, like, you can be imaginative and you can be creative and still be intelligent and down to earth, which I really like about all these books that I've been reading recently. So what I'm interested in about these two books is the way that they're taking on really cool spiritual topics in an academic way. So this is, what is it called? Relating by Liz Green. And this is the one I already mentioned, Conjuring Hope, Healing and Magic in Contemporary Russia. Those are like just very cool so far. I'm looking forward to reading a lot more of those. And these other ones I have not read yet, but I'm just going to go through them because I'm looking forward to looking at them more. This one is Exploring Celtic Druidism by Serona Knight, Ancient Magic and Rituals for Personal Empowerment. It's this book. This seems like a good one. I'm interested in all types of spirituality, especially Celtic Druidism. I have some other books on Druids that I haven't really gotten into yet, but I don't know, it just seems great. So, I won't start reading now, but that would make a very long video. Okay. And this one I never heard of before, Experiencing Life Through the Chakras by Clarence Deagle. And it looks like it's kind of a channeled work. He worked with someone who was channeling and then learned some things about the chakras. I haven't read any of this yet. If it's good, I'm sure it's good, but if I need to do another video on it, I will. This one I've seen on Amazon a lot, and I've always been interested in it. It's called Urban Shaman, and it is by Serge Kahili King. Hope I'm pronouncing that name right. So I haven't started this one yet, but I've seen this a lot, and I'm very interested in it. The tagline is, A Handbook for Personal and Planetary Transformation Based on the Hawaiian Way of the Adventurer. So that sounds excellent. Okay. And then this one, okay, I'm reading a book by this publishing company right now, Frog Limited, I guess. If you can see that. Anyways, it's pretty far out stuff. The other one I'm reading is Portals and Corridors, about some shamanic journeys. And so I saw this publishing company and I was like, oh, I want to try something else by them. It's called Souls in the Sea by Scott Taylor, Dolphins, Whales, and Human Destiny. So I think what it is like the New Age take on dolphins and whales and the oceans, which I think is very much like imaginal realm, awesomeness. Like, I'm interested in how New Age beliefs and New Age perspectives kind of expand our minds and take us into more imaginal realm ideas. I think that's what this is going to be like. I don't know because I haven't started it yet, but I did get it at the used bookstore this past weekend, so that's why I'm mentioning it now. This book, I love Cindy Dale. This book is called Energetic Boundaries by Cindy Dale. She is just amazing. She has so much wisdom and knowledge. I love learning from her books. Her book, The Subtle Body, I'm interested in reading a lot more closely because I'm interested in energy healing. So the tagline for this one, I can't even read it because of the price tag, but it's about energetic boundaries, obviously. And I think just like daily practices you can do to keep yourself healthy and just with a sense of well-being. So I think I started reading this through a sample online through Amazon, but I'm looking forward to digging into this more. Okay, I've got 3 more to go, so I'm almost done. Okay, I got another Dean Radin book called The Conscious Universe. I think this one came first. Conscious Universe, The Scientific Truth of Psychic Phenomena. So this is cool. I love the way that he is just following the questions that he's really interested in. That's really cool. And it seems like he's, in a bold way, he's trying to make the case for taking so-called unexplained phenomena more seriously. I think that's really cool. Okay, 2 more books. I got this book called Celtic Moon Signs by Helena Patterson. This looks really cool. Of course, that's why I got it. But the tagline is how the mystical power of the Druid Zodiac can transform your life. So not only is it the Zodiac, it's the Druid Zodiac. That is incredible. I've never read anything by her before, but it looks really good. You can tell what some of my interests are. I think I have books on related topics. So, and then this one I've never heard of before. It's by William Collins, and it's about subtle energy, awakening to the unseen forces in our lives. So I'm very interested, as I said, in energy healing. So I thought this would be a good overview on subtle energy. I know everything's backwards because I'm using my computer to videotape this, but hopefully you can still tell a little bit about what the books look like. Just have to kind of transpose it in your own mind. And again, I haven't started this one. I've just started the ones that I mentioned at the beginning. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you got some ideas for some happy reading, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.